Game double tap, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. The evil creatures of night have fallen asleep, but the heroes of the dawn have awakened. It is time for you, Dawncaster, to once again walk the world and empire of Umbras. Will you be successful? Only time will tell. Hello everybody, welcome back. Sorry we missed an episode, but we are back. Dawncaster is back. I am here. Huzzah! Thank you very much, everybody. I am so happy to be back. So happy to have all of you here. And so happy to again once be playing our warrior. Big shout out to all my subscribers, all 150 subscribers. And yes, we will be having that live soon. And big shout out to MyNoise for the wonderful music that will play during our walkthrough, playthrough, whatever. Thank you very much. And of course, we have a little bit of Umbras coffee brewing. So we'll be sipping on that during the walkthrough, playthrough, whatever. And for some reason, I'm not certain of what I'm going to call these games I play. It is a playthrough. Let's Play is kind of an outdated expression, but playthrough sounds better. Gamma Play sounds a little over the top nerdy. But anyway, thank you very much. Sorry, I gotta apologize. I've been having I've been playing this game and my language has been a little ripe, so I do apologize. Sorry about that. I can be a little mischievous at times, so apologies if my language has been a little bit inappropriate. So again, let's go ahead and get started and let's get into our episode here. Oh, let me drop the speaking rate. Give me one. Of course I never get it right. Let's put on our music. Let's
60%.
And then let's go ahead and put on our music.
App switcher. Dawncaster. MyNoise. Active.
Let's put on our MyNoise.
Equalizer up. Button.
And here we go.
Favorites. Back button. App switcher. MyNoise. Dawncaster. Active.
All right.
Dawncaster. Direct bounties. Meta progression. Letterboards. Store. Codex. Continue. Press to continue. Press to continue. Eastern Blightwoods, east of the Weeping Woods lay the Blightwoods, which, as the name suggests, is as inhospitable as its neighbor.
All right, we were in the Eastern Blightwoods, and what we are doing here is clearing out the Crimson Guard. So that is our current mission. There's a couple tough fights there. So let's go ahead and see if we can continue to do this. Get back
Eastern
to Brightwood
east of the
and
Weeping Woods lay the
collect our
Press to
pay from
continue.
the commander.
Press to continue. Exploration. Press. Use weapon power. Mending weapon when you use your weapon power. Gain 1 health for every melee action in your deck. Melee cards.
Okay, as usual, as a warrior, we get a buff every couple of fights, which will give us healing.
Character info.
Depending on how many melee cards we have.
Player health 44.
Let's also check our health and everything.
Show deck.
Okay, we do need to heal up a little bit. Let's quickly review our deck real quick, as I know many of you haven't heard me play this in a minute.
Combat. Heavy armor.
Let's check out my deck.
Combat. Gain 5 armor at the start of the turn. Utility. Rare. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn.
Heavy armor, in my opinion, has been really good for bosses. And again, protecting yourself from damage is really pivotal to living. And also, it really helps against kind of like the enemy's critical attacks, and it helps against rogues that try to hit you with multiple attacks. All in all, I would have to say armor is a must-have for your character if you want to survive.
Gain anger equal to the drawn card's energy cost. On draw, gain 1 delirious monster. Rare. Anger. Increases the damage dealt by actions by 1 per stack of anger. Delirious. After playing a card, shuffle the costs of all cards in hand. Lasts 1 round per stack. On draw. On draw effects trigger whenever the card is drawn from your deck. Messages. Now. McKenna. Hot backswing. STR1. Make a basic attack. Flanking. Gain 1 haste melee.
Sorry. I thought I put it on
Reduce the
do
cost
not
of the next drawn card by 1 energy.
but,
then decrease haste by 1. Flanking. Flanking triggers when this card is played from either the leftmost or rightmost position in hand.
I'm going to
Dawncaster.
put this on.
Double tap
give me
to
1
open.
second.
Screen recording in progress.
Let me put
Control
my phone
center.
on Do Not
Brightness.
Disturb.
Volume. 63. Focus.
Give me 1
button.
second.
Selected. Focus. Do not disturb. App switcher.
There we go.
Dawncaster. Active.
Okay.
Heavy armor.
let's-
Dawncaster. Direct touch area.
All right.
Use the
Sorry
rotor
about
to
that.
enable direct touch for this app.
So, the infernal creatures, I got those from a particular area. I was searching around and I was able to find some infernal creatures. Now, how to best utilize them, I don't know, but anything that makes my character stronger, angrier, and do more damage is really good. Now, there are some unique things about the warrior I don't understand. For instance, we have stances and I'm not terribly good at them. And we also have stackable abilities,
Infernal
which
Racket.
I'm just
Light stash of
okay
weapons.
at, okay?
Neutral 2. Conjure 3 random free basic attacks. Valuable utility. Rare. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events. Conjure. Creates a temporary card that is removed after combat.
This is one of my favorite cards. Whenever I play this card, I get... Sorry. I have a... oh, I'm so sorry about that. I have a sore back today, so even if I sneeze, my back hurts. So I was doing some V-up push-ups of all, you might have heard the previous video, which are some advanced push-ups I learned when I used to take Taekwondo. And I guess I thought that I should try to do push-ups I should try to do sit-ups that advanced, and I wind up tweaking my back. So my very lovely girlfriend's been helping me, bringing me a little bit of food to eat, and after every video I record, I basically lay prone, pop a few Tylenol, and just rest for about a half an hour. And that seems to be doing the trick. I don't think there's any other better way to deal with it, and I don't feel like going through my health insurance for what will probably be telling me to take Tylenol. So there's no point in me going through $20, $30 of expense to tell me to take an over-the-counter medicine. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be negative, but yeah. I think I can deal with this myself. I've hurt myself before getting a little too over-ambitious with exercise. So there's nothing that a little bit of rest, relaxation, and a little bit of heat, hot and cold compresses can't cure. Though that is not medical advice, okay? Please, that is not medical advice. If you injure yourself, go see your doctor, please. Don't listen to me. This is just for me. But yes, every time I sneeze, my back hurts. So, it's been rough. But again, Marissa's been lovely. When my queen angel has been taking care of me, and I'm doing okay right now. So, getting
Infernal
back
Racket. Stash of weapons.
to this
Neutral
card.
2. Conjure 3 random free basic attacks. Valuable utility.
Stash of
Rare.
weapons is
Stormwind.
one of my
Dex
favorite
STR2.
cards.
This combat.
It gives me
Conjure
3
a free lightning
weapons.
card whenever you inflict a critical hit utility. Rare. Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage.
Okay, this is a lightning card. I don't get to use it that often, but it's really fun once it starts popping off. That Umbras coffee's tasting good. Anyway, this is a great card, and I do use it occasionally. But again, I like cards with different sounds, different methods, different lore, different mythology. I love it. Different methodology.
STR1.
I love
Deal 3
all
damage.
of this
Crushing.
stuff.
Draw 2 cards. Then shuffle a card back into your deck melee. Uncommon. Crushing. Crushing requires a card to deal 10 or more damage.
Okay, I have not been able to utilize this card much, but it sounds so cool. Again, this is a card that only works on cards that do very high amounts of damage. So I would typically want to play this card right before I drop a very
Healing potion.
hardcore
1
high
use.
damage
Gain 10
card.
health. If you are below 50% health, gain 15 health instead utility. Uncommon. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events.
That gets a $sign. All right, this is a healing potion, and I got this just as a random treasure. this is a one-time use, so I think once it's used, it's gone. So I'm saving it for a boss battle,
Backswing.
or if I am in real
Make a
trouble
basic
with a
attack.
regular battle.
Flanking. Gain 1 haste melee. Common. Haste. Reduce the cost of the next drawn card by 1 energy, then decrease haste by 1. Flanking. Flanking triggers when this card is played from either the leftmost or rightmost position in hand.
Okay, so first of all, flanking, as it said, is played from the top, the left, the bottom, the right. If it's in the very farthest position, left or right, the haste effect goes off. As far as damage, it does a little bit around 6 to 8 damage. It's not a bad card. It doesn't have a high cost. It's kind of fun to use, and it has that really cool thunking sound, like don't.
Gain SDR
like
and
that.
rally.
I really
Frenzy.
love that
Draw
sound.
a card utility. Common. Rally. Whenever your opponent plays a card, gain health equal to your rally, then lower your rally by 1. Frenzy. Frenzy is active when you've taken damage during your turn.
All right. Battle Cry doesn't do that much damage, but where it comes in handy is that I heal whenever my opponent plays a card. And I am all about that healing. That's what keeps my warrior alive.
Blast
so
shield.
I do
STR1.
love Battle
Gain 12
Cry.
armor.
It's quite
Gain
nice.
5 stagger utility. Common. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Stagger. At the start of your turn, take damage equal to half your stagger, then reduce your stagger by an equal amount.
Stagger is something I am trying to comprehend. There is a whole codex, so if you actually want to know what some of these cards do, please, the developer is incredible, and they've done a fantastic job of making the entire list of cards completely accessible. How to spell them, what they do, how they interact, what are the principles behind them. You can find that on the front page of the app under Codex. But I am not going to be able to explain it because I have just too many accounts, and well, I just have too many characters, and I played too many times through, and I have too many cards. But yes,
STR1. Gain 12 armor.
this
Gain 5
is
stagger utility. Common.
a great
Arc
card.
block.
It
Neutral
does
1. Gain
a
3
lot,
armor
it gives
utility.
me a lot of armor.
Common. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn.
Block is your typical, just, you know, asymmetrical kind of protection. Not a big deal. You want to play it as much as you can,
Clover.
just to prevent
Plus
yourself
1.
from taking
STR2.
unnecessary
Deal star 9
damage.
star damage. On hit, your fury cards grant 1 additional anger. Interrupt. Rampage melee. Common. Rampage. Cards with rampage gain double the damage bonus from anger. On hit, requires the attack to have hit the target and dealt damage. Interrupt. Removes the target's remaining energy and ends their channeling effects. If it targets an enemy, it will force them to replace their deadly attacks with their regular cards. Fury. Gain left brace. Card value. Plus 1 right brace anger. Take 1 damage. Draw a card.
Okay, so this is a very complex card. A lot of things at play here. So check out the codex for this card. But for the most part, it interrupts the enemy, and that's how I think of it as. So this is a really great card. It also interacts with other cards that have similar kind of principles and FXs. I can't really explain
Crushing
everything
blow.
this card does.
STR2.
Unfortunately,
Deal
I still
7
have a
damage.
lot to learn.
Frenzy. Gain SDR and draw a card. Rampage melee. Common. Frenzy. Frenzy is active when you've taken damage during your turn. Rampage. Cards with rampage gain double the damage bonus from anger.
Okay, so this is pretty simple. It's kind of one of those rampage cards. Warriors have a bunch of rampage effects. And I actually am one day going to create a deck that has only rampage cards because it's so fun. Again, this is really cool. This is one of the kind of things that warriors do.
First aid kit.
It is
Neutral
very,
1. Conjure 2
very
bandages.
awesome.
Charges. 1/1. Memorized utility. Common. Bandage. 1 use. Gain. Healing 2. Health and remove all bleeding. Persistent.
This is one of my favorite cards. It's a bandage. It heals me for 2. It removes all stacks of bleed, and I can use it over and over again. I keep about 2 of these in my deck. It is one of my favorite cards. I highly recommend it. You can find it from Monsters,
Headshot.
Treasures,
STR1.
and
Deal
you
3
can also
damage.
buy it.
Critical hit. Inflict a deep wound and draw a card melee. Common. Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Deep wound. Inflicts bleeding every turn. A target who has sustained 5 or more deep wounds is instantly slain.
This card, I haven't been able to implement the instant kill, but it is quite high damage. It will do anywhere from 8 or higher damage, and this will work good with a couple of my other cards in my deck. And when my Maze, what is it? My Maze something, War Maze card, which is my weapon, which is a beautiful name. When War Maze gets really pumped up, combine it with this card, and I can do some magnificent
Deal star 5 star heavy swing. +1. STR2 neutral 1.
Another headshot.
Deal star 16 star damage. Draw 2 cards. Rampage melee. Common. Rampage. Cards with Rampage gain double the damage bonus from anger.
When I am angry, this card hits like a truck. Again, this one's pretty simple to understand. It's really fun to use, and
Muscle
my
memory.
deck is, as you
STR1.
can see, very
Draw a melee
melee
action.
focused.
Frenzy. Gain SDR. Utility. Common. Frenzy. Frenzy is active when you've taken damage during your turn.
Okay, so this is a draw card. This is basically a search card. If you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you remember the old game, the old card game. So this is a search card. What kind of search card would I call this? I don't know. It's been a long time since I played really old school visual games for card games. But as I recall, when I used to play those old visual card games, are that you had certain search cards that can look through your deck for certain cards. You'd show it to your opponent, and then you'd put it in your hand. There'd be a cost associated with it, which was usually discarding a card. So this is a great card. It's very, very cheap, but it has really great benefits. And like I said, being able to find the card you're looking for is great. Does that mean that I'm fully utilizing it? No. You know,
On my
I'm
command.
okay at this
STR1.
game, okay?
Make a basic attack.
Let's keep moving.
Charges. 5/5 utility. Common.
Okay,
Muscle
I'm
on
not
my
very
command.
happy with
STR1.
by my
Make a
command,
basic
or
attack.
what is it called
Charges.
again?
5/5 utility.
On my command.
Common.
It doesn't do very much damage. Maybe somebody has a better way of using it. I'm going to probably remove
Retaliate.
this card.
STR1.
It's not
Deal
doing
5
anything
damage.
for me.
Gain SDR and interrupt if you were hit with a melee action last turn melee. Common. Interrupt. Removes the target's remaining energy and ends their channeling effects. If it targets an enemy, it will force them to replace their deadly attacks with their regular cards.
Okay, you should know something. Deadly attacks are certain things that certain enemies have. You definitely want to get rid of those because they do a lot of damage. I'm using this card. I'm not great with it yet, but as I learn more about it as I play, I'll
Solid
let you
strike.
know. But I
+1.
like it.
STR2.
I like
Deal
retaliate.
star 5 star damage. On draw, inflict 4 brittle and increase this card's next damage by 6 melee. Common. Brittle. When dealt damage, remove brittle. If the damage was dealt from a melee action, take 1 more damage per stack removed. On draw effects trigger whenever the card is drawn from your deck.
Solid is a kind of solid card that does a lot of damage. It kind of, I think, triggers
Life 1.
like a crit
Your next
or
basic
something.
attack inflicts
It's
a
pretty
critical
good
hit.
card.
Return this to hand when you enter a stance utility. Common. Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Stances. Stances
me.
are special fighting techniques that can be adopted through various cards. Only one stance can be active at one time.
So this works with stances. This one makes your next attack a crit, so you
Surge of
definitely
strength.
want to hit
Gain
super
SDR
hard
and 1
on your
health.
next hit.
Utility. Common.
Okay, this is your typical gain strength, which I think is an action, and then it also gives you one heals you 1 hit point. I use this whenever it pops up. You want to keep
Surge
your
of strength.
healing as high,
Gain
keep
SDR
your
and 1
hit points
health.
as high as
Surge of
possible.
stone. Neutral 1. This combat. Gain 1
Same
momentum
thing.
whenever you play a search card. Upgradable. Heavy utility. Common. Momentum. Whenever you have 5 or more momentum, remove all stacks and draw a card. Heavy. Heavy cards do not get reshuffled after your deck reaches 0 cards. Upgradable. This card can be upgraded and improves the card in unusual ways.
Okay, so this is a card that likes search cards. So you play this card, and certain cards don't get reshuffled back in. I don't know what that means, but it also, if you get enough stacks of this up, you'll also get some other benefits. And if you upgrade it, you'll get some really cool stuff. What they are, I don't know. I've got a
Sweeping
lot
strikes.
to learn, as I've
STR1.
said. Okay,
Deal
I
3
think
damage.
that's almost it.
Frenzy. Conjure a random melee
there we
action
go.
and reduce its cost to 0 melee. Common. Frenzy. Frenzy is active when you've taken damage during your turn.
This is a cool card. It reduces one of my attacks to 0 cost.
War Maze.
0
+2.
cost is your
Neutral
best
2.
friend
Deal
in this
star
game.
4 star damage. Inflict brittle for War Maze. War Maze. War Maze.
War Maze is my
Close deck list.
weapon.
Show deck. Current cards in deck. 30.
All right, that's it. Let's close that. All right. I have 30 cards in my deck. Again, Pretty cool. I love this game. I love the UI is clean, smooth, streamlined, beautiful. The sounds are great. The plot is good. The story's great. Music's great. Like I said, I love everything about this game, which is why it is one of the premier series I play on Game Double Tap, the channel that describes absolutely everything. This game will always be played in the channel because it is so good and I love it so much. And I love that I can integrate MyNoise music with it, which is great. It's no pushover itself when it comes to good music. It's got great music itself. Ever since I lost my phone, I've got a couple of soundscapes I need to put back from MyNoise, especially the monster sounds, which I really love. I'll be putting those back. All right, so we're gonna have, like I said, we have a little extra long episode because we didn't have anything this past Sunday. So I am not actually on Sunday, but you know, this will premiere always on Sunday. So I just thought to let you know, just giving you guys a little extra love because you didn't get your Sunday fix.
Dead end and obstacle blocks your path.
So let's go ahead and get started.
Boss Garvin Greaves' a fashionable hat sets him apart from the other
That's
bandits.
a dead end.
Alchemist, my potions are at
That's
least
the
47%
bandit.
safe.
I think we need to beat that guy. Ooh, we can get the Alchemist. I'd like to heal up before I fight
dead end
the
and
boss.
obstacle. Show deck. Current cards in deck. 30.
I really would like to. I thought I beat this boss. You know what? They're making me fight him again. Maybe it didn't save. Maybe I didn't save. I don't know. I thought for sure I beat this guy last time. Okay, anyway.
Dead end and obstacle block. Boss Garvin Greaves' a fashionable hat sets him apart from the other bandits.
Let's just fight him. I don't know.
Enemy gains sanguine repost enchantment. Enemy gains blood taxes enchantment. You heal 4 health. Your turn. War Maze. Deal 2 damage. Inflict brittle for every damage dealt. Melee basic attack.
Okay.
Common. Brittle. When dealt damage, remove brittle. If the damage was dealt from a melee action, take 1 more damage per stack removed.
We will focus on healing as much as possible.
First aid kit. Healing
Let's
potion.
check out what the boss has
retaliate.
and his death.
STR1. Deal 5 damage. Gain SDR and muscle memory.
Oh, we might want to take that heal
enemy
potion.
Health, enemy name Garvin Greaves. Enemy health 64. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Other. Enemy
Garvin
description of fashionable hat sets him apart from the other bandits.
64.
Enemy health 64.
Okay, he's got a fashionable
enemy energy
hat.
0. Enemy hand. Other.
64 health.
Enemy description of fashionable hat sets him. Enemy status. Sanguine repost. At the enemy status. Enemy status. Sanguine repost. At the start of your turn. Inflict bleeding equal to the number of times you took damage last turn. Enemy status. Blood taxes.
whoa,
At the end of your turn. Gain health equal to the opponent's bleeding. Then remove all bleeding.
Okay, so he gains a lot of health. So he's going to try to absorb my life through the number of bleeds which occur when I take damage. All right, so we know what this boss is going to do.
Enemy status.
We're going to try to
enemy description
overwhelm
of
it
fashionable
with
hat sets.
damage.
Enemy hand. Enemy energy 0. Enemy health 60. Enemy
Let's
name
heal
Garvin Greaves.
ourselves.
Sweeping strike. Muscle memory. Retaliate. Healing potion. 1. You heal 10 health. Retaliate. Retaliate.
Let's take a
SDR
healing
1.
potion.
Deal 5 damage. Gain SDR
I
and
want to
interrupt
make
if you
sure
were
we
hit
have
with a melee
enough
action
health.
last turn. Melee muscle memory. STR1. Draw a melee action.
Okay.
Frenzy. Gain SDR. Action. Common. Frenzy. Frenzy is active when you've taken sweeping strike. Muscle memory. STR.
Let's,
Select card. War Maze. +2. Neutral 2. Deal
Let's go for
War
muscle
Maze.
memory.
War Maze. War Maze.
Let's grab a card.
Break a card. STR. Clobber. +1. STR2. Deal *9 damage. On hit, your fury cards grant 1 additional anger. Interrupt. Clobber. +1. STR2. Deal *9
Let's go to
damage.
clobber.
On hit, your fury sweeping strikes. Enemy
We'll
name
take
Garvin
clobber.
Greaves. Sweeping clobber. Plus, I don't have enough energy. Sweeping strikes. Enemy takes 3 damage.
Let's go for sweeping strikes.
End turn. Player
I think that
end
gives
turn.
us a
Character
free
info.
action card.
War Maze. Enemy takes 2 damage. Enemy gain 2 brittle stacks. Retaliate. STR1.
There
First
we
aid
go.
kit. Retaliate. First aid kit. I don't have enough energy.
And let's first aid kit. Okay, we don't have
Character
enough.
info. End turn.
I didn't know it was going to draw first aid
Enemy
kit.
turn. You gain 2 bleeding
Let's take
stacks.
our turn.
Enemy playing cards. Outlaw Alchemy. Outlaw Alchemy. Bubbly Brew. You take 5 damage. You take 2 damage. You gain 5 poison stacks. Diamond Potion. Enemy gained 1 impervious stacks. Outlaw Alchemy. Panacea. Enemy heals 2. Enemy heals 1. Your turn. End turn.
Okay, he just took a bunch of
Character
potions
info.
and he
War
got a
Maze.
little health back.
War
Let's
Maze.
check his
Break a
health.
card. Heavy swing. War Maze. Headshot. Player status. Enemy name Garvin Greaves. Enemy health 62. Enemy name guard. Player status. Poison. Stats
Wow,
5
he's-
after playing
he's
a
full
card.
health.
Take 1 damage. Then decrease poison by 1 when gaining health. Prevent
And
1
we got
health per stack and reduce
poison.
poison
Where's
by 1
our-
for each health prevented.
We don't have a way to take poison.
Headshot. Plus 2.
Well, we need to
STR1.
start
Deal
carrying
star
this
5 star damage.
panacea.
You take 1 damage. You gain headshot enchantment. Enemy immune to this
Headshot
damage.
him.
End turn. Character info.
Oh,
War Maze.
okay.
Deal 2 damage. War Maze. Break a card. STR1. Deal 3 damage. Crushing. Draw 2 cards. Then shuffle a card back into your deck. Melee action. You take 1 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage.
Let's do
War
that.
Maze. Plus player status. Enemy name guard. Player stat. War Maze.
And-
I don't have enough energy. Heavy swing. Plus 1. I don't have enough
War
energy. War
Maze.
Maze. War Maze. Deal 2 damage. Character info. End turn.
We can't.
Enemy turn. You gain 2 bleeding
It's in her
stacks.
turn.
Enemy playing cards. Sanguine Strike. You take 5 damage. You take 2 damage. You gain 5 bleeding stacks. Outlaw Alchemy. Potion of Trickery. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Enemy heal 6. Your turn. End turn. Character info. War Maze.
I don't know. We can hurt this
Gain
guy.
SDR and
Let's see.
Rally. Frenzy. Draw a card. Action. Common. Rally. Whenever your opponent plays a card, gain health equal to your rally. Then you take 1 damage. You gained 1 rally stacks. War
Yeah,
Maze.
yeah, let's do that.
Blast
Battle
Shield. STR1.
cry.
Gain 12 armor. Gain 5. You take 1 damage. You gain 12 armor stacks. You gain 5 stagger stacks.
Let's put some armor
Block.
on.
Neutral 1. Gain
I don't
player
want to hurt
status.
me.
Block. War Maze. Plus 2. You take 1 damage. Enemy has evaded this attack. War Maze.
Let's War Maze.
I don't have enough energy. War Maze. War Maze. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. You gained 1 bleeding stack.
Send your turn.
Enemy playing cards. Lacerating repose. You heal 1 health. You block the damage. Outlaw Alchemy. Potion of Trickery. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks. Enemy heals 1. Your turn. You take 3 damage. End turn. Player energy. STR.
All right,
2.
we're
End
still
turn.
alive, barely.
Character info. War Maze. Deal Surge Stone. Neutral 1. This combat. Gain 1 momentum
War
whenever you play a
Maze.
search card. Upgradable. Heavy. Stash of weapons. Neutral 2. Conjure 3 random free basic
Let's,
crushing blow. Bonus.
Oh,
STR2.
stash of weapons.
Deal
Yeah,
7
yeah,
damage.
yeah, yeah,
Snare.
yeah.
1
Our
use.
stash
Take 1
of
piercing
weapons.
damage.
Here we go.
Upgrade all remaining snares by 1. Draw a card. Corrupted action. Common. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a
I don't know
critical
if I
hit.
want that.
Return this to hand when you enter a stance. Action. Common. Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Stances. Stances are special fighting techniques that can Hexglaive. Sunder. Life 1. Your next you take 1 damage. You gain Sunder enchantment.
Let's go for
Hexglaive.
Sunder.
Deal 6 damage. Deal 6 knuckles.
So
Bonus.
our
Deal
basics
star 4
do
star
more
damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card. Melee basic attack. Common. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card. Enemy has evaded this attack. Staff of Thunder. Deal star
Let's go
6 star
for that.
damage. Hex. Knuckles.
Oh,
Deal 2
come
damage.
on.
Staff of Thunder. Deal 3. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage. Enemy takes 3 damage.
go for
You
Staff
gain
of
1 chain
Thunder.
stacks. End turn. Player energy.
Good, good, good.
Enter. Character info. War Maze. Deal star 3 star damage. Surge Stone. Neutral. Crushing blow. ST. Snare. 1 use. Take 1 piercing damage. Upgrade all remaining snares by 1.
Let's go
Hexblade.
for...
Deal star 7. Enemy takes 7 damage. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage.
we do Hexblade?
Cascade. Conjure a free snare.
Oh, yeah,
Knuckles.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Deal 2
Big
damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. Character info. End turn. Character info.
I love
End
this
turn.
card.
Character info. War Maze. Deal 2 damage. Inflict brittle for Surge Stone. Neutral 1. Crushing blow. ST. Snare. 1. You take 1 damage. Character info. War Maze. Surge Stone. Crushing blow. Snare. 1 use. Player status. Stagger. Snare. 1 use. Take 1 piercing damage. Upgrade all remaining snares by 1. Draw a card. Corrupted action. Common. You take 1 damage. Character info.
I don't know what
End
Snare
turn.
does, but we'll
Character
play it
info.
anyway.
War Maze. Surge Stone. New Crushing blow. ST. I don't have enough energy. Surge Stone. Crushing blow. Headshot. STR. Player status. Headshot. I don't have enough energy. Crushing blow. Surge Stone. Neutral 1. War Maze. Character info.
We're
War
out of
Maze. Enemy takes 2
action.
damage. Enemy gain 2 brittle stacks.
War
Character
Maze?
info.
There we go. Nice.
Surge Stone.
Okay, we
Crushing
did pretty
blow.
good. Let's
Headshot.
see how much
Player
damage we
status.
got him down
Enemy
to.
name Garden Greaves. Enemy health. Enemy health 40. Enemy name Garden Greaves. Enemy health 44. Enemy players headshot. Crushing
Okay, we
blow.
knocked him down a
STR2,
little bit.
Surge Stone. Character info. End turn. Character info. Surge Stone. I don't have enough energy. Character info. End turn.
Let's kid this. Okay.
Enemy turn. You gain 7 bleeding stacks. Enemy playing cards. Sanguine Strike. You take 5 damage. You take 7 damage.
Ow.
You gain 5 bleeding stacks. Lacerating Repose. You take 4 damage. You take 11 damage. Enemy heals 10. Your turn. You take 1 damage. End turn.
I think we're dead.
Character info.
Wow.
War
We're
Maze.
taking so much
Deal
damage.
2 damage. Surge of strength. Surge of strength. Surge of strength. Gain SDR and 1 health. You heal 1 health. Surge of
Let's
strength.
get our Surge of
Stormbrand.
Strength.
Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Stormbrand. Dex STR2. Backswing. On my command.
We need to
STR,
heal as much
player
as we
status.
can.
Stagger. On my command. Backswing. STR1. Make a basic attack. Flanking. Gain 1 haste. Melee. On my command.
Backswing.
STR1. Make a basic attack. Backswing. Stormbrand. War Maze. Deal character info. War Maze. Enemy takes 4 damage. Enemy gain 4 brittle stacks.
Let's War
Backswing.
Maze.
STR1. Enemy takes 6 damage. Enemy gains 6 brittle stacks.
Let's
Player status.
backswing.
Stagger. On my command. STR1. Enemy takes 8 damage. Enemy gained 8 brittle stacks. Stormbrand. Character info.
Oh, there we go. On command's working
You
finally.
gain Stormbrand enchantment. Player status. Stagger. Stacks 1 at the start of your turn. Take player status. Player status. Stagger. Stacks 1 at character info. End turn. Character in player status. Player status. Stormbrand. Player's character info. End turn.
We're out of moves.
Enemy turn. You gain 3
He's gonna
bleeding
either
stacks.
kill us
Enemy
now
playing cards.
or
Sanguine
whenever.
strike. You take 5 damage. You take 3 damage. You gain 5 bleeding stacks. You gain 22 fatishirts. Defeat.
We're dead. Oh, God, man. It's so hard. I thought I beat this guy before.
Bosses
Sorry,
defeated
y'all.
1.
We're
100.
dead.
Damage rank 2. 28. 150.
Well, at least we beat one
Versatility
boss.
rank IV 24. 500. Wealth rank 3. 355. 350. Daily fatishirts X2 X2. Time 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 49 seconds. Total score 1,100.
Not too bad. 3
Fatishirts gain
hours.
22. Continue.
That's, some
Bounties.
fatter shirts. All right. We are dead on that time, so let's go ahead and
Meta progression.
select
Letterboards.
ourselves
Meta
another
progression.
random character.
Hunter current rank I. Hunter
Let's check
current
our
rank
meta
I.
progression.
Knight current rank I. Rogue current rank I. Seeker current rank I. Warrior current rank I. Return to main menu. Bounties. Meta
Okay,
progression.
let's return.
Bounties.
We're moving them
Bounties.
up a little by
Meta
little.
progression. Letterboards. Store. Codex. New game. Selecting class. Return/close.
Let's go for a new game.
Arcanist. Master the elements or wield the Arcanist forces
See
destruction.
here.
Hunter. Brutal savages who
We
inflict
can go
death.
for
A bastion of honor and
Arcanist,
rogue. Cunning scoundrels with an affinity
Hunter,
for fortune and flair.
Knight, Rogue.
Seeker. Mysterious
I
fighters who
never
wield body
played a
and mind as
Rogue
deadly
before,
weapons.
have I?
Warrior. Excels at up close combat.
Ooh,
Randomize.
Seeker
Automatically
sounds
select
fun.
all random. Warrior. Seeker. Mysterious fighters who wield rogue. Cunning
Let's
scoundrels
go
with an affinity for
for-
fortune and flair. Selecting visual portrait. No gameplay effect.
Let's go for
Portrait.
Rogue.
Unlock this portrait in the rewards menu. Portrait. Unlock this portrait in the rewards menu. Portrait. Unlock this portrait in the reward. Portrait. Portrait. Selecting basic weapon.
We'll just...
Hidden blade. Unlock this card in the rewards menu.
Okay, let's select our
Daggers
basic
deal 2
weapon.
damage. Ambush. Deal 3 extra damage and critical hit. Return/close.
Ooh, we do a lot
Daggers
of
deal 2.
stabby,
Hidden blade.
stabby
Unlock this
stuff.
card in the rewards menu. Daggers deal 2 damage.
So we need to
Selecting weapon
unlock
power.
some of these weapons. So let's just take daggers.
Deadly weapon. Unlock this
Okay,
power in the
let's
rewards
select
menu.
our
Stealthy weapon
power.
when you use your weapon power. Stun your next foe and steal a potion. Return/close.
Ooh, we can steal
Stealthy weapon when you
potions?
use your
This
weapon
is so
Selecting
cool.
starting card. Dagger Storm. Unlock this card in the rewards menu. Contaminate.
All right.
Unlock this card in the rewards menu. Dagger Storm. Unlock this card in the rewards menu. Sneak attack. Deal 4 damage and reset your ambush. Return/close. Sneak attack. Deal. Final confirmation screen.
I like that.
Return/close. Current basic attack. Daggers.
All right, we're gonna be a lot of
Current card.
sneaky
Sneak
sneak.
attack. Previous name. Name. Delia the Corrupted. Interact to edit. Delia the Corrupted. Next
Delia
name.
the Corrupted.
Start game.
I like it. Our female rogue.
Press to continue.
We like that.
Press to continue.
All right, we have Delia, our
Weeping Woods. The Weeping Woods create a natural border between the Weeping Woods. The
rogue
Weeping Woods
here.
create a natural border between the Shattered Realms. The Gilded Summons. 5 periods. 2 weeks after the invasion of Umbras, a series of pamphlets start appearing all over the Shattered Realms. The richly decorated paper invites all adventurers in search of fame, fortune, or absolution to report to the Brightcandle Fortress and join the glorious battle against Umbras.
Okay. All right, so Umbras has missions for our rogue.
The Gilded
We're,
Summons.
of course,
5
going to steal
periods.
everything
2 weeks
we
after
can
the
that
invasion of
isn't
Umbra.
down.
Weeping Woods. Your damp cloak hangs heavily over your shoulders, burdened by the rain that followed you on your long journey to the borderlands. Continue. Paladin of the Vigil in the dark distance. A flickering light steps out onto the muddy road. Hail stranger, state your intentions. A voice calls out to you as the light of his torch reveals the weathered face of a paladin of the Vigil. I'm here to answer the summons.
Okay, let's deal with this
Head into the woods.
paladin.
I'm here to answer the summons. Paladin of the Vigil. The paladin nods. I thought you might be.
Let's
I say
answer
you know
the
what you are up
summons.
against. Rogue. The journey into Umbras is as treacherous as the demons that infest these lands. Who are you? I could use some information.
Okay.
Start tutorial. I could use a lesson. I can handle it. Start tutorial. I could use Paladin of the Vigil. A lesson. Well, that's something an old
Let's
paladin
start
like
a
myself is
tutorial.
capable of at least. Let me tell you about how I bested a particularly vicious boar just before you arrived. Start tutorial. Start tutorial. End turn. Welcome
let's
to
start our
Dawncaster, the Shattered
tutorial.
Realm. Welcome to Dawncaster. The Shattered Realm can be a dangerous place. Best prepare yourself. TAP to proceed. Welcome to Dawncaster. Welcome to Dawncaster. The Shattered Realm can be your turn. Show
Okay.
deck. Current cards in deck. At the start of the turn, I'll draw a fresh hand of cards. At the start of the turn, I'll draw a fresh hand of cards. TAP to proceed.
All right.
At the start of the
so
turn, I'll
he's going to draw a set of
You
cards.
gain energy based
Tap
on your
to
STR strength.
continue.
INT intellect and dexterity scores. TAP to proceed.
Okay, so we gain energy
Next,
based
you
on
gain
our
our
strength,
paladin has 2
dexterity,
strengths.
stuff like
So you
that.
receive STR
Okay.
STR energy. Your energy eye shone on the bottom of the screen. TAP to proceed.
All right, so that's
Our
how it
paladin has
works.
2
So based
strengths.
on your
So
strength,
you receive
that's how much
STR energy.
you have.
Your energy eye shone on the bottom of the screen. TAP to proceed. Play your card by dragging it towards the middle of the screen. TAP to proceed. Play your card by dragging it towards
We
the
don't
middle
have
of the
to
screen.
drag cards,
TAP
we're
to
gonna
proceed.
swipe, so.
The energy cost of a card is shown in its top left corner. Tap or hold the card for more information. TAP to proceed.
Oh,
The energy
okay.
cost of the
Tap
card
or
is shown in
hold
its
the
top
card
left corner.
to see how much
Tap or hold the
energy
card
it
for more
costs.
information. TAP to proceed. The energy cost of a card. Show deck. Current cards in deck. 9. Player energy. STR.
We have
2.
9 cards in our deck.
End turn. Character
We
info.
have 2 energy.
Heavy strike. STR 2. Deal 6 damage. Melee action. Common. Enemy name Tuskboar. Enemy health 12. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Enemy description. This beast
We
blocks
have
this
a
path and does not intend to move.
Tuskboar.
Heavy strike. Character info. Heavy strike.
Okay.
STR 2. Enemy name Tuskboar. Heavy strike. STR 2. Deal 6 damage. Melee action. Common. Enemy takes 6 damage. A good hit. You've dealt 6 damage. Reduce the enemy's health to 0 to win the battle. TAP to proceed. We don't have any more cards, so it's time to end our turn.
Oh, cool. That
Use
was
the end
easy.
turn button in the lower right corner. TAP to proceed. Settings. Previously played card. Settings. Enemy description. This beast. Enemy hand. Enemy energy 0. Enemy health 6. Enemy name Tuskboar. Enemy health 6. Enemy energy 0. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Bite. You take 1 damage. The boar attacked and dealt damage. Let's prepare for the next attack. TAP to proceed. End turn. End turn.
Okay.
Character info. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Action. Common. Armor. When dealt
We can
damage. Take 1
block.
less damage per enemy name Tuskboar. Block. You gain 3 armor stacks. We've gained armor. There are many
Let's
status
block.
effects like this in the game with both positive and negative effects. TAP to proceed. Tap the enemy to show a list of the cards you played or were used against you. Tap again to close it. TAP to proceed. Enemy name Tuskboar. Enemy health 6. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Enemy description. This beast blocks this path and does not intend to move. Enemy health 6. Enemy named. Player status. Armor. Character info. Player status. Armor. Stacks 3 when. Enemy name Tuskboar. Enemy health 6. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Enemy description. This beast blocks this path and does not intend to move. Enemy health 6. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Enemy description. This beast blocks this path and does not intend to move. Settings. Previously played card. Block. Gain 3 armor. Previously played card. Bite. Deal. Damage 1. 2. Damage 3 damage. Previously played card. Heavy strike. Deal. Damage 6 damage. Previously played card. Heavy strike. Deal. Damage. Previously played card. Bite. Deal. Damage 1. Previously played card. Block. Settings. Enemy description. This beast blocks this path and does not intend to move. Enemy hand. Attack. Enemy energy 0. Enemy health 6. Enemy name Tuskboar. Enemy health 6. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Enemy description. This beast blocks this path. Player status. Armor. Stacks 3 when dealt damage. Take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Character info.
All right.
turn.
How do I end my turn?
Enemy turn. Enemy playing
That's
cards.
it, our turn?
Bite. You block the damage. Your armor absorbed the damage, protecting your health total. Always keep an eye on your health in the lower left corner. TAP to proceed. Any unspent energy carries over till your next turn. Use it to strike a decisive blow against your opponent. TAP to proceed.
Oh, I didn't know you can save up your
energy. Carries over till your next
that's a
turn.
good thing I went through the tutorial again.
Character info. Longsword. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Longsword. Neutral 1. Longsword. Neutral. Player status. Armor. Longsword. Neutral. Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 2 armor stacks.
Let's go for longsword.
Neutral energy. Neutral energy. Neutral. Neutral energy. Neutral. Can be paid for using any type of energy. TAP to proceed. Character info.
Okay, so neutral energy can be paid for with anything.
Enemy takes 2 damage. You gain 2 armor stacks. Cards you play move to your discard pile. Your discard pile is reshuffled into the deck once your deck has no more cards left. TAP to proceed. Longsword. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage.
Oh, okay,
The enemy takes 2
gotcha.
damage. You gain 2 armor stacks. Next.
All right, we won. It's good.
Character
you know, I
info.
actually learned something from doing the
Player goal
tutorial. Oh, I actually... I'm going to play a couple of fights in the woods, and then we're going to wrap it up. Because I know I don't want the episodes to
Player
get
goal
too
10.
long.
Character info. Next. Show deck. Current. Next. Show deck. Current cards in deck. 11. Block.
Let's go.
Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor utility. Block.
Let's check out our deck.
Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor
what we
utility.
got.
Common. Block. Neutral 1.
We got
Gain 3
block.
armor utility. Daggers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Ambush.
2
Deal 3
blocks.
extra damage and critical hit melee. Common. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the round.
Very
Critical
nice.
Hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Daggers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Ambush.
I like crits.
Deal 3 extra damage and critical hit melee. Common. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the round. Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Daggers. Neutral 1. Daggers.
This seems a
Neutral
little
1.
easier.
Daggers. Neutral 1. Daggers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Sneak attack. Dex 1. Deal 4
We're all
damage and
about
reset
that
your ambush
crit.
melee. Common. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the round. Surge of dexterity.
Oh, so we can
Gain
double
dex and
ambush
conjure.
in the
A basic
first
attack
turn.
utility. Common. Conjure. Creates a temporary card that is removed after combat. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex
What
and conjure.
kind of card?
A basic
I
attack.
don't
Close
know.
deck list. Show deck. Current cards in deck. 11.
Okay, let's close that. I like our deck. It's very simple. Let's try to keep it simple, right? Let's not let our deck get too crazy, you know?
Next.
All right,
Character info. Next.
Baby-
You gain 1 gold.
Baby Goat
Paladin
loves
of the
this
Vigil, and
deck.
that's how I got this nasty scar. So a word of caution, friend. Take care of yourself out there. You only have 1 life to give. Better make the most of it.
yeah, you're right. 1 life to give. Ooh, my back is starting to tweak a little here. Twinge, more like that. More like hurt, basically. Yeah, my back is a little weird. I'm gonna probably... I took some...
I think I'm ready now.
I think I'm okay for right now. I think I can
I'm
go
ready
on a
now.
little longer.
You gain 15 gold. Paladin of the Vigil, very well. Rogue. The Paladin
Let's
hands
go.
you a small pouch. Consider this an advance on the summons. Now head to Brightcandle beyond these woods. Report to Consul Evelyn. She will have the rest of your pay and your assignment. May the light guide you.
All right, that's right.
Lead.
We're going to talk to Consul
Lead.
Evelyn, and
Paladin
we'll
of the
get
Vigil,
this
lead.
going here.
Exploration. Use weapon power, stealthy weapon. When you use your weapon power, stun your next foe and steal a potion. Character info.
Ooh, yeah,
Player
I want
goal
to steal
25.
everything I
Stinger
can.
spidery limbs reach for you from amidst the treetops.
Okay, so we can...
Sharklow
Stinger
raven meaty eyes watch you
spider.
warily. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery away.
Raven, Ooh.
Bear trap and ominous
Let's
click.
go for
Bear trap and ominous
opportunity
click warns you
treasure.
just
Yeah,
before
yeah.
the iron jaws of a well-hidden trap snap at your leg. Ellipsis. Quickly leap out of the trap. Remove a card. Put a card on the plate.
Okay, quickly leap out of the trap.
Continue.
Oh, we can remove a card. I don't
Remove
have
a
any
card.
cards I
Put
want
a
to get
card on the
rid
plate. Quickly leap out of the trap. Bear trap. Your nimble reactions leave you with only an unexpected shaving of your leg.
Let's leap out of the trap.
Leap.
Shave my legs. That's what I'm
Exploration.
talking
Player
about.
gold 25. Player gold 25.
Let's leave.
Enemy aura. Enraged. Start of turn. Gain 1 anger.
We have a buff.
Campsite 8 brief respite from the perils of adventure.
Okay, enemies are going to be angry.
Opportunity treasure. Traps or mini boss healthy tusk for
we
this
don't need
beast
to
blocks
heal
this
yet.
path and does not intend to move. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery away.
Let's
Hollow
deal
tree
with...
truncate shimmering. Hollow tree truncate
Let's do
shimmering
some more
reflection in what
treasure.
remains of a long dead tree catches your attention. Continue. Continue. Hollow
long
tree
dead
trunk. You look
tree.
inside and spot various coins glittering between the leaves and twigs.
Find something.
Take the coins.
Ooh, yeah.
Leave the coins. Leave the coins. Take the coins. You gain 10 gold. Hollow tree trunk. You find 10 gold.
We will take every coin.
Continue. Hollow tree trunk. As you prepare to leave, you suddenly hear loud squawking from above as a large, black feathered bird descends on you. Continue.
Come on, bird.
Continue.
You want some of this?
Enemy gains
Let's
enraged
go.
enchantment. Enemy gains flying enchantment. Your turn. Enemy status. Enraged. Start of turn. Daggers. Neutral 1. Deal star 10 star damage. Ambush. Deal 3 extra daggers. Surge of dexterity. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Daggers. Block. Surge of dexterity. Daggers.
Let's go for...
Enemy takes 10 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks.
Daggers.
Surge of dexterity. Gain dex and conjure. A basic block. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex and
Let's
conjure.
go.
Block. Neutral. You gain 3 armor stacks.
Search
Daggers.
let's
Neutral
go
1.
block
Player
first.
status. Enemy status. And rate. Player status. Daggers. Surge of dexterity. Daggers. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Daggers. Neutral 1. Player status. Armor. Daggers. 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 Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Swoop. You block the damage. Swoop. You take 1 damage. End turn. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Sneak attack. Dex 1. Deal 4 damage and reset your ambush. Block. Neutral 1. Daggers. Bonus. Enemy takes 10 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks.
Let's go daggers.
Character info.
I love the
Player gold
damage.
35.
Man,
Enemy
it's
status.
sweet.
And rate. Enemy status. Enemy player character info. Player gold 35. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy status. Settings. Settings. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy status. Player gold 30. Character info. Next. You gain 3 gold. Skip rewards. Character info. Player gold 38.
All right, let's see
Enemy
what
status.
we got.
Enemy status. Toxicity. Aura of venom. Enemy status. Enemy status. Enemy. Aura of venom. Toxicity. Dex 1. Aura of venom. Dex 1. This combat. Double the amount of poison on the enemy at the start of your turn. Memorized. Enchantment. Common. Poison. After playing a card, take 1 damage. Then decrease poison by 1. When gaining health, prevent 1 health per stack and reduce poison by 1 for each health prevented. Toxicity.
This is cool.
Dex
So
1.
I don't know if it
Inflict 5
affects
poison.
me or the
Your poison
enemy.
deals 1 additional damage. Action. Common. Poison. After playing a card, take 1 damage. Then decrease poison by 1. When gaining health, prevent 1 health per stack and reduce poison by 1 for each health prevented. Donation. Dex 1.
I like that.
Conjure 1
Nice
lucky
poison.
coin. Synergy. Action. Uncommon. Synergy. Effects with synergy trigger whenever you play a non-conjured card of the same type while this card is in hand. The card's type is found at the bottom of the card. Lucky coin. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Lose 1 gold.
Nobody's taking my
Toxicity.
gold.
Aura
I
of venom.
don't think
Dex
so.
Toxicity. Dex 1.
Let's go
Inflict
with
5 poison. Your poison deals 1 additional damage. Action. Common. Donation. Add aura.
Let's go
Add
for that
toxicity to
one.
deck.
Let's go for toxicity.
Exploration. Campsite a brief respite from the perils of adventure.
I like toxicity.
Player gold 38. Wild tusk for
Okay,
the
we can
campsite
go
a
for
brief respite.
that,
Stinger
or-
spider spidery limbs reach for you from amidst the treetops. Enemy
Let's go
gains
for
thorns
this
enchantment.
spider.
Enemy
Let's
status.
kill that
Your turn.
spider.
Enemy status. Thorns. Daggers. Neutral 1. Deal star 10 star damage. Ambush. Deal 3 extra. Sneak attack.
All right,
Dex
we know
1,
this guy's
toxicity.
got a lot of
Dex 1,
poison.
daggers. Bonus. Neutral 1.
Let's
Enemy
go.
takes 10 damage. You gained 1 bleeding stacks.
Let's go for
Surge of
daggers.
dexterity. Gain player status. Bleed. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex and conjure. Character info. Daggers.
Let's go for
Neutral 1.
that.
Deal sneak attack. Dex 1. Deal 4 damage and reset your toxicity. Dex 1.
let's go
Inflict
for-
5. Enemy gain 5 poison stacks. Player status. Bleed. Daggers. Neutral 1.
Get that poison
Deal 2,
on
sneak
you.
attack. Dex 1. Deal 4 damage and reset your ambush. Melee action. Daggers. Sneak attack. Daggers. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy
end
playing
turn.
cards. Pincer. Enemy takes 2 damage. You take 1 damage. You take 1 damage. Your turn. End turn. Character info. End turn. Player energy. End turn. Character info. Daggers. Bonus. Enemy takes 10 damage. You gained 1 bleeding stacks. Daggers.
Go for daggers.
Block. Neutral 1. Block. Neutral. Player status. Block. Block. Neutral. Block. You gain 3 armor
Let's
stacks.
go for-
End turn. Player energy. End turn.
Block.
End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Venomous bite. Next. Next.
My poison killed you.
Character
you
info.
slime bag.
Next. Show deck. Current. Next.
All right.
You gain 2 gold. Skip rewards. Show deck.
Let's go for
Current
next.
cards in deck. Skip rewards. Character info. Player gold 40. Skip. Show deck. Player health 6. Player health 6. Player health 62. Show deck. Skip rewards. Character info. Player gold 40. Enemy status. Enemy status. Flourishing bow. Scheme. Dex 1. Draw. Flourishing. Enemy status. Poison. Flourishing bow.
Alright, here's a
Dex
card.
1. Gain 1 evasion. Inflict 5 charmed. Finale. Perform 2.
Flourishing bow.
Action. Common. Evasion. When dealt melee damage. Reduce the first damage taken to
that's a
scheme.
bard
Dex
card.
1. Draw 2 cards. Reduce their cost by Dex. Sinister. Charges. 2/2. Action. Common. Sinister. Sinister cards get more powerful for each other sinister card you played during the entire combat. Aura of Venom.
I
Dex
don't know
1.
what that's
This
all
combat,
about.
double the
Sounds
amount of poison on the
interesting,
enemy at the start of your turn. Memorized. Enchantment. Common. Poison. After playing a card, take 1
yeah.
damage. Then decrease poison by 1. When gaining health,
We'll take
add fluid,
that.
add scheme to deck. Add aura of venom to deck.
We'll take Aura Venom.
Exploration. Settings. Enemy aura. Enrage. Start
Yeah, I
of turn.
like that.
Gain 1
Nice
anger.
poison setup. Yeah.
Player gold 40. Character info.
All right,
Use
let's see if
weapon
we can
power
play
stealthy
our...
weapon when you use your weapon power. Stun your next foe and steal a potion.
Does it steal from just humanoids or any creature? Let's
Character info. Player gold 40.
Let's play
Enemy
this
aura.
effect.
Enrage. Start of turn. The traveler a stranger approaches on horseback. Mini boss healthy tusk for this beast blocks this. Sharklow raven
we
beady
don't
eyes
have
watch
to
you
fight
warily.
him.
Mini boss health. The traveler a stranger approaches on horseback.
Let's
Stranger
talk
on
to the
horseback a
stranger.
man on the back. Stranger on horseback a man on the back of a horse that has clearly seen better days. Start. Continue. Continue. Stranger on. Continue. Julius Belthorpe greetings. Ignore the man. Who is
Let's
Julius
go.
Belthorpe?
Greet him.
Greet him back. Julius Belthorpe back. Some signs of civilization after. Continue.
Greet him back.
Julius Belthorpe, the man smiles and briefly lifts his pretentious hat. But we
Let's
mustn't
continue.
tarry. Profits
We've
await
done
so
that
we bid you good day.
interaction.
Adventurer, do remember the name Julius Belthorpe should you need any supplies in your no doubt well-intended
We'll be
endeavors.
dealing with him again. We can buy some stuff from
Lead.
him. We can save him. We
Lead.
can help him. So we'll be
Exploration.
dealing with
Player
him
gold
later.
40. Bandit ambusher, I'll take your gold and your life. Opportunity treasure. Trap for trap.
yeah,
Bandit
yeah, yeah.
ambusher,
This
I'll
is
take
who
your
I
gold and your
wanna
life. Enemy gains first strike enchantment.
Let's hit
Enemy
this
status.
bandit.
First strike. Enemy status. First strike. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Vial of Venom. Enemy gains Vial of Venom enchantment. Low kick. You take 2 damage. You gain 3 poison stacks. Your turn.
Uh-oh.
Enemy gained 1 stun stacks. Trial blood potion. 1 use. Gain 3
I can-
regenerate.
two can play at the
Conjuration.
poison
Common.
game.
Regenerate. At the start of the turn. Gain 1 health per stack and decrease
Ooh, I got a
regenerate by 1.
potion.
Aura of Venom. Dex 1. Daggers. Bonus. You take 1 damage. Enemy takes 10 damage.
Let's go.
Aura of Venom.
Dagger first.
Dex 1. Trial blood potion. 1 use. Gain 3 regenerate. Conjuration. Common. Regenerate. At the start of the turn. Gain 1 health per stack. Character info. Trial blood Aura of Venom.
I don't know if
Dex
we
1.
need this yet.
You take 1 damage. You gain Aura of Venom enchantment.
Let's kill for
Block.
Aura Venom.
Neutral 1. I don't have enough energy. Daggers. Trial blood potion. Character info.
And let's
turn.
block.
End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy
end their
playing
turn.
cards. Your turn. End turn. Character info. End turn.
Okay, let's see here.
Character info. Daggers. Bonus. Surge of dexterity. Daggers. You take 1 damage. Enemy takes 10 damage.
Let's go for
Sneak attack.
daggers.
Dex 1. Deal 4 damage and reset your ambush. Enemy takes 4 damage. Surge of
Let's
dexterity.
reset our-
Block. Toxicity. Player
let's go for
status.
daggers
Aura of
again.
Venom. This combat. Toxicity. Dex 1. Inflict. I don't have enough
Oh, I
energy.
don't have a dagger.
Block. Neutral 1. I don't have enough energy. Surge of dexterity. Character info. Surge of dex. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor. Character info. End turn.
Search.
Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy
It's
playing
end of
cards.
turn.
Stab. You take 3 damage.
I will get
Vial
that
of Venom.
card
Enemy
used.
gains Vial of Venom enchantment. Your turn. Character info. Character info. Daggers. Bonus. Daggers. Daggers. Block. Neutral 1. Daggers. Enemy takes 10 damage. Next.
Let's
Next.
go for daggers.
Character info.
All right, cool. Just,
Next.
I
Show
like
deck.
our daggers.
Current cards in deck. Next. You gain 2 gold. Skip rewards. Character info. Skip reward. Show deck. Current
All right, what
cards.
else we
Skip
got here?
reward. Character info. Player gold 40. Enemy status. Enemy status. Dash. Dex 1. Gain 1. Enemy status. Vial. Dash. Dex 1. Gain 1 evasion. Ambush. Gain dex dex.
Okay,
Action.
dash.
Common. Evasion. When dealt melee damage, reduce the first damage taken to 0, then decrease evasion by 1. Evasion fades at the start of the turn. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the
Ooh,
round.
this is kind of cool.
Withering touch. Inflict 3
I
poison.
like this
Synergy.
dash.
Inflict 3 more. Action. Common. Poison. After playing a card, take 1 damage, then decrease poison by 1. When gaining health, prevent 1 health per stack and reduce poison by 1 for each health prevented. Synergy. Effects with synergy trigger whenever you play a non-conjured card of the same type while this card is in hand. The card's type is found at the bottom of the card. Harmful intent. Dex 1. Add 2 snares to the foe's deck.
Interesting.
Ambush. Upgrade all snares by 4. Action. Common. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the round. Snare. 1 use. Take left brace 1 plus. Temp value. Right brace piercing damage. Upgrade all remaining snares by 1. Draw a card.
So we can snare them.
Withering touch.
And then we'll
Dash.
draw cards,
Dex 1.
I suppose.
Gain 1 evasion. Ambush. Gain dex dex. Action.
I like
Common.
dash
Evasion.
better.
When dealt melee damage, reduce the first
But I
damage
like
taken to
snare
0.
too.
Then decrease evasion by 1. Evasion fades at the start of the turn. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the round. Withering touch. Harmful
That
intent.
kind of conflicts
Dex 1.
with our
Add
dagger
2 snares to the
attacks.
foe's
Let's
deck.
go for...
Ambush. Upgrade all snares by 4. Add dash. Add withering
Let's
touch
go
to
for
deck. Add harmful
harmful
intent to deck. Exploration. Settings. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery away.
All right, we'll take that. All right, I think we're almost done.
Player
We've been
gold
playing
42.
for a minute, so what we're going to
Opportunity
do
treasure.
here
Toxanid something
is...
infested Diarrhea the hairy massive muscle growls menacingly. Toxanid something. Opportunity treasure.
I
Traps or
think what
treachery
we're
away.
going to do is... Let's go for the last treasure, and then we'll come back next Sunday and do
Toxanid
some
opportunity
more stuff
treasure.
with
Traps or the Forge A large forge
our
burns with a
rogue.
bright blue flame. The Forge A
Let's
large
take
forge
this
burns with a
treasure.
bright blue flame. Lick of the fire promising arcane rewards in return for mundane weapons.
Ooh, we could
Warm
give
your
it
hands
some
by the
weapons,
fire.
and we can
Upgrade a
get
basic attack.
something.
Throw a weapon in the fire. Lead. Throw a weapon. Upgrade a basic attack.
We can throw a weapon away. Let's
Daggers
go.
upgraded. Daggers upgraded. Exploration.
Let's upgrade a
Player
basic
gold 42.
attack.
Wild Tusk for this beast blocks this path and does
Nice,
not
our daggers
opportunity
are
treasure.
upgraded.
Traps or treachery away. Small fortune.
Well, let's
spot
go for
something
one
glittering in
more
the shadows.
opportunity treasure.
Continue. You gain 10 gold. Small fortune. You find 10 gold.
Let's go. What's it?
Lead.
Yes.
Lead. Small fortune. You find
I
10
love
gold.
it.
Lead. Exploration. Player gold 52.
Let's leave. All right. We're doing pretty good. Money's coming in like wild. This is really good. But we're going to go ahead and chill right here, folks. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for coming back to Dawncaster. We are going to go ahead and take a break for right now. We'll come back next Sunday again for more of our Rogue. And hence the title will be Warrior Dies, Rogue Begins. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel with your like and your subscription. And if you want to ring the bell or you're visually diverse, that is totally cool. If you want to double tap on all, I really appreciate that. Drop me a comment if you want to say something positive. And if you have some STGs to offer everybody about the game, go ahead and do so. Rate the game high in the App Store. Give the developer the love that they deserve for all the hard work they do. They are truly very, very good at accessibility, and they make sure that as a blind and visually impaired content creator, that I have all the tools I need to play this game. So I definitely appreciate that. Big shout out to MyNoise for the really cool sounds today, and I will hear all of you next Sunday. But until then, take care of yourselves and have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye.